Someone just asked this question, and when I looked at the question, I knew that it was actually a beginner baker. But before I address this question, I also want to tell you that some of my charts are ready. Remember, I promised you some charts as of last year, but the chart is not for free, but it's affordable. Do you understand? So at the end of this video, I'm going to make this video very snappy. At the end of this video, you would have the chart. So if you're interested in the chart, you can still chat me on WhatsApp. But before I introduce the chart, I just want to talk about this question: how to know the size of cake box or cake board to buy. First of all, just know that this is what we call a cake box. These are your cake boxes. You understand? It's made in cardboard paper that is more stronger. So now these cake boxes, we have the normal height and we have the heights. We have the normal height. Sometimes the normal height is sometimes 5 inches high. You understand? Why the ones that have heights like this, sometimes it might be 6 inches high, it might be 8 inches high. Now, if you are baking a 6 inches cake, if you bake a 6 inches cake, the cake board you need is what? Is an 8 inches cake board and 8 inches cake box. If you bake a 6 inches cake, the cake board and box you need is what? Is a 8 inches cake box and board. If you bake an 8 inches cake, the cake board and box you need is 10 inches. So you keep on going. So any cake you are baking, all you just need to do, this is the logic, all you just need to do is what? Just tell yourself that, okay, this is, since I'm baking a 6 inches cake, just add two more numbers, 2 inches to the particular cake you're baking. You will get your cake board and cake box. Now normally the height of 6 inches cake or the height of any cake is mostly 3 inches tall or 4 inches tall. But once your cake or your 6 inches cake, 8 inches cake is more than 4 inches tall, you need to buy a box that is much more higher. Now let me give you an example. This is an 8 inches cake box. Do you understand? Can you see how high this is? This is an 8 inches what? Cake box. Do you see how high it is? So even if something like this, if you baked a cake like this is 6 inches cake, 2 layers. If you baked a cake like this and you put it into this place, do you understand? And you cover it, it will still what? It will still get to its location safely. But you now notice that, now see this 8 inches cake board. Let me show you this one. Sorry, please like this video, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now this is also an 8 inches cake board. If you notice, if I put this cake, this is 6 inches cake, 2 layers. If I put it into this place, you will notice that but it won't cover properly. Even with the cover, it won't cover. Even though it covers, what happens? It will smash your design. So if you're making a cake that is taller than 4 inches, do you understand? If the height is taller, so make sure you go for a what? The height. So this height, it comes in different sizes. There is 6 inches height, there is 8 inches high, there is 9 inches high. But if you're baking a shorter cake, you can go for the normal boxes. So let me just summarize what I just said now. If you're baking a 6 inches cake, just add 2 inches into it for you to get your cake board and cake box sizes. If you're baking an 8 inches cake, just add 2 inches to it to get the size of your cake board and cake box. If you're baking an 8 inches cake, just add in 2 inches to get your cake board and cake sizes. If you're baking a 12 inches cake, just add 2 inches to get the size of your cake board and cake box size. But if that cake you're baking, the height is more than 4 inches, go for what? Go for the heights. So go for this type of box, cake boxes. So that is it. If you have any question or you don't understand, all you just need to do is, if you don't have any question, just ask me your questions. And these are the charts I have. Do you understand? So these charts are not for free, please. So if you chat me up on WhatsApp, just send me your proof of payment. I will send you the chart. So first of all, the first chart we have here is simple cake costing for beginners. So this cake costing, it is almost like 6 pages. 6 pages. This will help you. Once I send you this PDF, please, once I send this to you, make sure you go to the cyber cafe, print it out, relax, and go through it. You would understand this. In fact, when I made the video, some persons were like telling me that I should give them the hard copy, I should make a PDF and summarize everything. So this is the summary. So now this is what is contained in this cake costing. First of all, I made the more complex one, and in this one, it's talking about cake costing guide for beginners. I defined what is cake costing, why cake costing is very important, and I also distinguished the 4 parts of cake costing, which include cost of your ingredients, cost of material, labor, utilities, overhead costs, how to calculate your profit margin. Do you understand? After making your cake, you don't need to go and start asking baker A or baker B, how much should I know? You need to what? You need to do your costing yourself. I've made it very, very simple for you. Then the second part of cake costing, I also used a 6 inches buttercream cake. A 6 inches buttercream cake to give an illustration. Do you understand? So please make sure you buy this cake costing. So using the 6 inches cake, I did everything and how to calculate it, so that even though you don't understand this one, with this one you'll be able to understand it. Now, even though you're a lay person, you don't understand all those marketing or advertising terms, I made a very simple one for you. Do you understand? So this is it also. So all this is going for just 1,000 naira. Please, once you make your payments, just send me your payment details on WhatsApp. I'll just send it for you. If you have any question, you can drop. Then the second chart we have here is what? So you also need it. You just need to paste it on your studio wall, something like this. So this is cake box size chart. So let's say for instance you want to bake a cake size. You want to bake a size 4 inches cake. Do you understand? And the height is 4 inches. Do you understand? So I also listed the cake board size you need and the cake box size you need. Do you understand? So if you're baking a 20, maybe this you're baking a 20 inches cake. Do you understand? Round cake, and the cake height is 6 inches. I also stated the size of cake board and the size of cake box you need. This is for round cake, and this one is going for 200 naira only. Please and please just send me the proof of payment on my WhatsApp and send me a message and your proof of payment. I will send you the PDF format. You can go and print it. And also, I also have this square cake box size chart. So if you're baking a square cake box size, there's no need of you going to go and calculate helter skelter or whatsoever. So this is all you need, and also the tips. So let's say for instance you're baking a size 14 inches cake. What is the size of cake board you need? What is the size of cake box you need? And also the height. This is what I listed here. So you can just buy it. This is also 200 naira. Buy it, paste it in your studio, so that whenever even your beginner students, if they come, you can also, I'm giving you permission, you can also sell it to them, or you can also give it to them for free. It all depends on you. So that is it for that. And also, I also promised you guys that buttercream measurements for different cake sizes, it will soon be out. Fondant measurements for different cake sizes will soon be out. Do you understand? Batter measurements for different cake sizes will soon be out.